Right. I always felt my journey was more like a traffic jam. While I'm staring at the moving meter in a taxi cab, well, I ain't moved the meter. Bedside headlights, never action-packed, green signals being tinted by an amber lamp. See, I was offered the gift of flight, told I could do anything. Yet all I could think were the oxygen masks and 2 exit wings, whereas overconfidence will land you with a new nemesis. And if you act big for your boots, the shoe never fits. We dress as if we're Barbies, but we're all on the dough. Half-hearted, 2 types here, the poor and the broke. High hopes, lowered into boxes, assorted by clothes. We want to turn style into a fly place because we're border control. I started finding validation in the fact I never failed a test. I wouldn't realize till later no A grades can spell success. If only you'd think more of yourself when they tell you less. Wishing I'd perform the lyrics, I'd spit to myself instead. See, I was 17 years old, watching SB, Don't Flop Drops and Link Up. Listening to their stories and drawn to the screen, wondering if I could have that assurance to speak. Now I'm on the other side of the screen talking to you, or maybe talking to me, or another kid as awkward as me, feeling tortured as me, wondering in this life that there's more he can be, but take even the purest and tallest of trees and imagine it raw in the form of a seed. You gotta hold your head high, look forward to see. Same rappers I worship to applaud in my schemes, for the force in your feet, don't fall to your knees. It's not a portion that's bleak, it's all you can eat. They wanna stop you from having more doors in your reach, like the orcs and the beasts and the Lord of the Rings, thinking instead of walking can we find an eagle and soaring its wings. See, back then, soaring through the air seemed forced, a seesaw. Now it seems more of a free fall. I'm reborn, a beach ball in a sea storm, re-emerging at the seashore. My life is a sleepwalk of a life that I dreamed for. Wishing I could be tall, that's real talk, nothing like a keyboard. I see stuff online in cyberspace from a keyboard warrior, but the real world don't move at a cyber's pace. Don't let a keyboard warrior. I call that part in the path of the journey, swerve the learning curve. I was reborn stockier, still I couldn't move mountains, so I tried to detour Moria. I saw mockingbirds fall at the hands of blue jays. I knew about the Pancake Tuesdays, but didn't understand the crusades. See, truths are sweet to digest when it's souffles and fruitcakes. I guess an unconditional guardian makes the world a safe place if it seems like your roommates. They told me to look to the clouds, but after time I'd lose faith. Maybe that's because I kept pacing around with my head face to the ground, so I didn't know what clouds were till it was too late, and by the time I looked, and it was already doomsday. I didn't know about danger till someone said, tie up your shoelace. I didn't know about colour till they told me there were 2 shades. I didn't know rankings persisted till I learnt about food chains. I didn't know poetry still existed till I heard about Lupe. And now my life feels so packed, a suitcase. But I'm a grown man, a new slate, remove the old plaques like toothpaste. That's a throwback like bouquets, so I keep moving, journeying. And now I've just come out of university, 2 decades as a student's hurting me. Honestly, I probably found more truths in nursery, less from the scholarly, more from Google searching things. When the sun didn't rise, started raising the sun, became a poet, how Hughes deferred his dreams. See, we went because we wanted to study philosophies. But because of government costing, we study philosophies. And I thought that would teach me that less is more. I just ended up contemplating death's assurance like Epicurus, how we're waiting to see something epic cure us, but we can't if somebody's already said it for us. That's why I've got one verse and an empty chorus. This perfectionist hates change and won't step in waters, which explains why I'm forever falling, because I want land unless it's flawless. But hopefully this one ends brightly, because somewhere along the path I lost my step slightly. I used to tread lightly, carefully. Toe prints in the sand, now the prints look like Bigfoot, so let's switch the scene, change the imagery. Sit with me and sip this drink until the reminiscence sweet. Let's spit some schemes over Dilla beats, and I hope you like MJ, and you best like a simile. Cause from now on going forward, if I tread light, it's Billie Jean. I'm saying give in to me. We ain't young but pretty things. Take a look at yourself and be the change that the mirror brings. This goes out to every open micer at the local cypher, to every lonely writer and hopeful rhymer, to every soulful fighter who's the sole survivor. And if you can't pay your farewell, this is your journey, so farewell the passenger, behold the driver.
In our hands we hold the fate of tomorrow.